Hey guys, welcome to Draw My Story. And here's the shout out to those amazing fans of Draw My Story who've sent in their fan arts. They're beautiful. Thank you guys for sending. If you also want your arts to be featured in my video, then please follow the instructions of how to send in your fan art. It's in the video description below. Love you guys. And today we're drawing the story of an infamous monster called the Birdwatcher. It's said to be one of the Titans, and it's a white, skeletal-bodied creature, which is over 300 meters in height. The Birdwatcher walks on two legs, which looks like it's bent backwards in an awkward position. The creature has two wings, or arms-like structure, which is attached to the anterior portion of its body. And all over the front side of the creature, it's covered with tentacles, which appears to be retractable. The Birdwatcher is usually found in cities, but considering its height and its gigantic figure, my guess is that even from afar, it looks like it's within close vicinity of the observer. It usually attracts birds while they're flying around, which they capture and eat. Hence, its name is Birdwatcher. The creature is another very less known monster from the universe of Trevor Henderson creation. So, let's learn more about it in this video. The Birdwatcher's height was determined by using the reference of the height of day 17. We all know that day 17 is as tall as the clouds, and its head is seen to be touching the clouds. Now, when we look at the Birdwatcher, its body rises way beyond the sky, and it seems to extend to a long distance. On this basis, we can confirm that the Birdwatcher is approximately 300 meters or more in height. At the first sight, we may confuse its legs of the Birdwatcher to be disfigured or bent, but it's just one of its features, maybe to support its tall structure. Some of them also believe that it could be the creature just facing in the other direction. Most of its body looks like hard skeleton. It's white, hard, and calcareous. It also looks like bones are interwoven together to form the body of the Birdwatcher. The Birdwatcher has tentacles which line the inner part of its body, which looks fleshy as it wriggles around all the time. Some say it could be the antenna, because we're unsure if its eyesight is very sharp and fully functional. So it could use its antenna to move around and locate its prey. But then, due to its squirmy, retractable feature, mostly it's considered as its tentacles. In one sighting, when few people were gathered around in a local bus stop, and they saw something huge approaching them. Quite stunned by the gigantism, they stayed and watched because they were curious. As it got closer, they say the distraught figure, bending down at some of the people standing a little away, and then the tentacles came out of the tiny holes in its skin in which it's hiding. It picked the people up and devoured them by crunching on them using its sharp, disgusting, but human-like teeth. This was the first time the people got a clear view of the animal and its mouth, which seems hidden most of the times. We still don't know what the function of the two hand-like structures which are present on the anterior part of the body. It's unsure if it's the horns or if it's another super functional antenna which works as a radar and locates its food. Its food mainly consists of living creatures. As I mentioned before, it attracts birds. So maybe it mainly focuses on hunting birds. But when they're unavailable, I think it relies on human and other animals. As of now, not many human attack cases have been reported. Also, the sighting is comparatively rarer. So we do not know what exactly this creature is. Since we're comparing it to Day 17, my guess is that it could be another heavenly messenger who's here to get a better perspective on the running of the world. And maybe that's why it's so huge and fitted with multiple eyes, so it can get a better view of what's happening. Another interesting theory says that the birdwatcher is an insect-mutated creature which could have got cloned on its own or due to some uncertainties in nature. There is a high chance that this could be an engineered species. However, the exact origin and details is not known. Some of them believe that it could be a clone of a bird and a spider, which then turned into a monster. And it's believed so because of its rows of black, bulgy eyes, and the tentacles and the weird body structure. It's a cool theory, if that is in fact true. Then we can assume that it will have powers that both these creatures possess. Can you imagine a flying spider? Or a web-releasing bird? Scary, isn't it? But who knows? The birdwatcher could possess these traits. But I still want to believe that it's an entirely new species in this universe which possesses angelic characteristics and is sent here to be a monitor watching over the world and then reporting it back to Day 17, who will then decide the people who get to go to heaven. What do you think of this theory? Let me know in the comments. The birdwatcher does not have an attacking nature. Due to its height and most of its body rising above the cloud, it's easy to assume that it can't really see the buildings below. Due to this, sometimes the creature may trample over smaller stalls and vehicles and also people. Being so huge could only make its step more powerful, which breaks apart these solid buildings. This is why many times it's assumed that it's on a rampage and trying to attack people. What would you do if you saw something like this when you're walking around? Are you going to run? My advice would be to not run. This could alert the birdwatcher and it might confuse your fear for an attack against it. So if you spot one, then kindly bring yourself to some sheltered place and stay as calm as possible. The creature will mind its own business. Aside from this, we haven't heard much about this creature. Hopefully, it doesn't destroy the human race. That was today's story, guys, about the birdwatcher. Comment and let me know how'd you like it. And please subscribe to my channel, guys, if you want to see more Draw My Story horror videos like this one. Till then, bye.